Hello and welcome back to Subterrain Season 1 Episode 3. We're going in here. I just wanted to get this little tutorial fixed, or done and over with. This is the temperature regulator. Basically, on every station, or section of the station, there's a area that's known as the temperature regulator and the oxygen. It's just an oxygen producer. I just want to take all these. Yeah, oxygen generator. Basically what these do is, on the level, you see this temperature, 20°, and the oxygen is at 100%. Now, if these are low, you actually have to use these canisters, and you have to keep them charged, otherwise you'll die if it ends up running out. Obviously, if you freeze to death or suffocate, I'm pretty sure that kind of ruins your day. Now, we should be mostly done here, as we have very little else that we actually need to do. There is, however, one other thing we want to do. As you can see, my guy's tired. And tiredness really does affect a lot of things. But you can see that in here, there's more stuff that we want. And there's more canisters. Those canisters are pretty important. And there's actually more in here. Now, the main reason I'm grabbing these is because I'm going to fill them up too. Huh? Oh, it's too heavy. I mean, we just want all this power pack stuff. In fact, why am I doing this? I'm just going to take this entire canister. Hey. Give. I'm just going to take this to kind of like the central area, or at least around here. I'll just put it right there for now. We do need to sleep. As you can see, the mild sleep deprivation, we don't want to let that get too much higher. But we do want to get rid of a lot of this stuff, primarily, I guess we don't really need that much gone. We can get rid of the beacon. We have a lot of medical supplies. We want to carry around primarily these med kits and stuff. This muscle max stuff is a little bit kind of less of a useful item. In fact, these 3 items tend to be really minimal compared to what you actually want. And of these, I'm pretty sure all these are sealed, yeah. We want to basically fill those up. Those new canisters that we got. You can actually... basically, change that out. Get it charged. Fill this one up too. And primarily we want that on all of these, so we can actually carry around a larger oxygen and... oh, we only got one extra spare oxygen supply. Oh no, we didn't. Wait. Now, the big deal is that they're heavy. And weight is a priority when you're working with this type of stuff. You want this. The hammer I don't really care about right now. We have this baton, though I kind of want a pipe wrench, honestly. Yeah, let's get this one filled. And we'll get our energy filled as well. I'm turning off this flashlight for now. We're going to regenerate all this energy for all these systems. And we're probably going to deposit more of these energy systems in a container. And you can see that there's a lot more energy in this because it's got a much more direct link to energy. Complete. And I think wasn't there one more canister or power pack? I guess not. So, there we go. And we could just put the rest of them in here. I'm probably going to only carry one spare of each. And that's just to minimize the amount of weight I actually have to carry. We probably want to get rid of some of this weight at some point, and we definitely want to get these gone. I think it's this one I have to store things in. Yep. So now we're good. We need to go down here. No, it's in through here. And we're just going to go sleep. You can see that our thirst is starting to get a little bit up there, but once we have the purified water, we should be fine. I always like to close the door, just in general. Save the game, just in case. We shouldn't have really much threat, but yeah, we want to sleep and let most of this fatigue disappear. It does take a little bit of time. Oh. You saw that little mark of contamination? That happens when there's a slight mutation in the air. Usually it's not actually an indication of it, but that is basically that's showing that your body is fighting it. And you'll see that occasionally. It's not too critical, but it's something to keep in mind. Oh, a decontamination pill. See, that's the thing that we're really going to need to work on. We're starting to get some what looks like an indication that there might be an unpleasant contamination issue here. Honestly, bandages are more important to be on this than anything. And we're probably going to go for beer, because beer's a little bit easier to maintain. So right now I'm just going to drink a soft drink. There we go. And we're going to head out. Now, the one thing you want to take a notice of is that there's a central area here. This central area is important because, well, it's a direct path all the way up there. Did we ever get the key here? No. Did we ever get the key for this? No. Ah. Did I close that door? I don't remember closing that door. We shouldn't have any issues with any combatants yet. Primarily because I think the Mars map, until this reaches about 20-something%, it's usually fine. I'm going to show you some information here, just in general. Just to show people, that way you can pause and look at it. I'm not too concerned about that yet. Reactor status, we want to take a few looks at some things. We want to make sure that these are of relatively good health. You can actually see how much is left on them. And when they overheat, it's game over. So probability of overheating 0% because we have a large capacity, but the power usage is fine. This basically gives us an indicator that the failure is going to happen faster if we don't maintain it. Now, first thing we're probably going to do is this. Now, canisters, yes, it's basically showing you, yes, you want to carry stuff before you do this. Now, I like saving before I go down into one of these because there's obviously going to be an issue with them. And we're wanting to turn our light on immediately. This is the research labs. Yes, Herbert Research. Herbert Research. I can't say it's good to be back, at least in these circumstances. Not that I'd be working here again if they let me out at some point. Man, it's so quiet. I don't hear Agatha's ramblings in her office, nor do I hear Merrick or Jonathan whispering to each other in the halls. Roskowicz isn't strutting around. Dr. Khan isn't lounging in his regular seat by the bio-research systems. There's some shuffling and echoing down the halls every so often. My mind's playing tricks on me, I think. There are a pair of advanced research systems on the north side of this facility. I wanted to check to see if there's time going. I should find out if they are still working. They will be extremely useful if they are. Our living quarters were in the southwest section of the facility. If I look there, maybe I could find some key cards. Oh. I can find some key cards to the other facilities connected to the central control or clues to what's going on in the research department. Someone had to have noticed something. And now this is actually important, and we're going to be fighting things in this. This is like the first actual levels that you're going to combat something. The research systems are to the north. We don't actually want to go to the north yet. Unfortunately, the north is a little... I just want to research, or check a few things. Now, you do want to note that this shotgun is a little bit more powerful, and I'm noticing that we're getting some sort of air contamination. Note that things can actually open the doors, so be careful. Very few creatures can actually open doors, though. So just keep that in mind. And always clear the room before you're actually going and doing something else. And also keep an eye on your weapon. You can see that this little red bar, that's an indication that it's overheating. Also keep an eye on these bars, because as you can see, yep, I wanted to come down here, see if I could find anything in these. This is a med storage. I don't think these are worth much, but I'm just gonna take them anyway for now. Got some food in that. Key cards. Oh, that's a really good one. Those are really good, because again, those are decontamination pills. This is like a med bay area. So, mere fact that I'm getting that, I don't really need to carry that. If I remember correctly, those are valuable, but other than that, yeah, try not to let your gun overheat, though. Do note that things can actually hear you as well. And always check the bathroom areas, just in case. Things might want to murder you. And you want to know where they're at, because your guy does need to use the bathroom, as I said. Let's go south first. North. Try to avoid running if you don't have to. This is my old room. Hooray. Don't need anything there. Scarf, that's actually a valuable item. Don't need anything there. There we go. Apparently someone was in here, and they had a very bad time. This is another bathroom area, so this must be the living quarters. I was kind of looking for this just so I could find key cards if possible. And for obvious reasons, we probably want to be able to move through this. Take all those. Oh. There we go. Clearing the rooms one by one. We're probably going to need to switch out soon enough. Under most conditions, things can't enter rooms, so you should be mostly safe. I would consider keeping an eye out anyway, and keep an ear out primarily. Yep. Like that thing. Those things can open doors. And boom. Done. Yeah. the exact reasoning is those things can open doors, and they often let other creatures out as well, because they can go into areas that you have not explored, and just in general, you want to clear the areas as fast as possible and continue moving. Also keep an eye out for anywhere you have not explored but the door is suddenly open. Often a bad indication. Do a spin every once in a while if you can, because it'll reveal anything that's behind you. You can't actually see anything behind you if you're not looking. And peripheral vision is use the environment. Oh. Slightly armored, not too much of a concern yet. Cool down, please. Vodka. Just want to make sure there's no creatures behind me. As I said, creatures can actually hear you firing guns. We could rest there, but we don't have time to rest. Yeah, less than 25 thermal units. That is why I grabbed the other thermal canisters. Locked. Make sure they keep closed. That does... okay. That's good. Okay, good. I probably want to return here quickly. Storing data, loading data, game data. This is relatively safe overall. We shouldn't have too much issue yet. In fact, I think the biosphere is now open to us. Main reason I'm returning here is I want to keep everything charged. I could turn off the flashlight for now. Charge everything before I go do anything else. Good. Everything's good. Yeah, let's store that. Let's E. Nothing of an emergency there. We should be fine. We're starting to get a little extra stuff on us, so we don't want to carry around too much junk with us. Especially stuff that weighs a lot, like pineapples, even though it's still technically considered sealed. We probably want to store that in. Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot to grab one of these side bags. You'll see why. We just want to store the extra heavy stuff that we don't want to be carrying a large amount around with us. And especially these, though we actually need these right now because we're going to research them. And that's why we're going to the research area first. Okay. Also, the journal. We got this one. We need to wipe the research database. Ooh, fun. I haven't actually got to read much of this, but it was near the end of the episode anyway, so I wanted to get that over with. Return. Yep. Contamination seems to be pretty safe here right now. So now we're going to go north. Now that this was the primary objective. We're going to go to the south first. Just in general. Sweep and clear. This is Agatha Baxter's room. Wow. It looks like a bunch of dead animals. She was a cat lady. Apparently, the cats did not survive. She's also oh, she had a lot of medical supplies. That's really nice. That's really nice. Wow. Okay, that was really pleasant to have. Okay. Oh, these are a specialized thing known as a cocoon. You want to destroy those as soon as possible, otherwise it will spawn creatures. And they can be relatively powerful creatures, because it doesn't actually... Those are the things that are the mutation. Under most circumstances, you want to kill those as soon as possible. Yeah, we're starting to run out of space already. I'm seeing that. Funny enough, as I said, the side bag is an important thing, and I'm going to show you why now. Place this. Just drop it on the ground. And suddenly you can use it as a storage. Primarily for the junk that I don't need. This will actually allow me to maneuver a little bit more, and I can actually bring it closer to the area. Is it the drop-off area? Anything that we don't need is going in here. And as you can see, it's got quite a bit of weight, so we're pretty good for that. Good, good. Can't carry it. I'm guessing it's probably too heavy. And really, this is what we wanted to do, was just get most of this stuff out of our inventory and allow us to do more. But till next time, if you enjoy what you're watching, like and subscribe for more. Have a nice day. See you in the next episode. And have a good one. Bye. Thank you for watching. For more content, check out my channel. If you wish to support my channel, check out my Patreon. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for updates.